Hey my Aquarius, what's happening, what's cracking, and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your mid-April 15th through the 30th love tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below, and you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, I hope you guys have been doing well, staying safe with everything that's going on in the world, and of course, keeping them vibes motherfucking high. It's very important and crucial right now to protect your energy as much as possible, and to not let certain fear and lower energies and things of that nature influence you in a bad way. If we've made it through everything before, we'll make it through what's going on right now in the world. So, stay safe, take your precautions, and protect your energy, okay? Nonetheless, though, let's get into your April mid-month here and see what we got going on, all right? Messages for Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout mid-April 15th through the 30th. Messages for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout mid-April 15th through the 30th, okay? Let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Definitely some interesting vibes coming through. Taking a look at your overall energy here, 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself, speaking out, talking, getting that throat chakra activated, okay? This is the energy of being as blunt as possible because you feel like you have to. I don't feel as if this is an energy of being defensive. I feel like the 7 of Wands here is you like, I need to speak my feelings. I need to speak my truth. I need to fucking purge. So Aquarius, you may be more blunt than usual, and you very much so, because the thing is, like, yeah, Aquarians are blunt, but not normally about their emotions. Normally you guys are in a space where you kind of keep your emotions to yourself, because you don't feel like that's for anybody else. Your emotions are your own business. You never really feel like giving it out unless it's somebody who's close to you. But I feel like as of lately, your feelings are definitely being prioritized, and what's not resonating with your feelings, you need to let out. So you're like, 7 of Wands. I'm gonna speak my motherfucking truth, bitch. Jumping into your current energy, 4 Swords, person you're dealing with over here, Ace of Wands, outcome that's present is the King of Wands. So when it comes towards who you're connecting with here, it could be a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo, but I feel like who you're connecting with, Aquarius, kind of took it upon themselves to have a brand new beginning. So from what I'm seeing, you took a rest from a specific person and they're like, okay, I'm gonna go elsewhere. And the response that you got from them is what made you feel like your time was so wasted. I think you don't like the response that came off this person because you were connecting with somebody, you were vibing with somebody, but it got to a point where you felt like you needed to remove yourself from this situation entirely. 4 Swords, you've removed yourself from somebody. You took a back off. But the person you're connecting with here, Ace of Wands, their response was like, okay, bye. It seemed like they didn't necessarily have a care in the world. And as for the outcome that's present, King of Wands, that's where you feel uncomfortable. That's where you feel played. That's where you feel like your time was wasted. Because if you didn't really care, if you could just get up and leave without batting an eye, then did you ever truly care when you were involved with me in the first place? That's the kind of energy that I feel that you are wanting to be vocal about. Because that disappoints you. And the 7 of Wands here is about you saying, fuck it. I'm not being disappointed. It's time for me to step up, fuck the disappointments that I have, and it's really time for me to let go of the energy I've been holding on to. It's time for me to be vocal. So you're in a position right now where you're taking a look at the things, the disappointments this person has brought you, the things that hurt you, the things that make you disappointed in general, and you're really standing up here during the second half of the month, speaking what you need to speak. So it's looking like your emotions this time are 100% being taken into consideration by yourself, where normally you're pretty quiet when it comes towards your emotions, but you're being very verbal this second half of the month. Shit. Okay, Aquarius. I ain't fucking with Aquarius is this second half of the month, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, you guys are very much so speaking up. And I think this is so healthy for you. I think it's so good for you because it is a way of release. So as I was mentioning previously, you don't like this person's reaction to you saying, okay, let's just take a break. Let's cut this thing loose. You feel like this person basically did not really have much of a care in the world, and that saddens you. And it saddens you, Aquarius, because you actually like the individual you were dealing with. And for whatever reason that it didn't work out, it disappointed you even more to see the fact that it's like they didn't even bat an eye to walk away. They just did. So that made you feel like, were you ever around me for a gain, or were you around me because you cared about me? It makes you feel like you didn't have enough answers. All right. So what I'm going to do here, Aquarius, is I'm going to go over the person you're connecting with. I'm going to take a look at how they feel towards you, what's going on with them. Then I'm going to take a look at how you feel towards them, what's going on with you, where energies are going to align, and then the outcome for the second half of April. All right. Now, in regards to who Aquarius is dealing with, let's take a look here. In regards to who Aquarius is connecting with, how do they feel towards Aquarius, and what is going on with this person throughout April 15th to the 30th? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How does the person that Aquarius is dealing with feel towards Aquarius, and what is going on with this person throughout April 15th through the 30th? Let's take a look here. So, first card out is the Page of Swords. It could be an air sign you're dealing with here. With the Page of Swords being present, it kind of feels like even though your person was very quick to move on, Ace of Wands, even though they were very quick to kind of push forward, I do think that they still think about you. This person also may still be watching your social media, Aquarius. So I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. If you guys are flexing on this person, or if you guys are in a position where you are just trying to live your best life without them, they're watching that in the background. You know, this is the person who's going to look at your Snapchat. They're going to look at your Instagram. They're going to look at your Twitter, what you're tweeting about. So even though they made the move and didn't bat an eye to move on, they're still taking a look at you and what's going on in your day-to-day life. And we got here the Hangman. Could be a Pisces you're dealing with. So this person's moved on rather quickly, but with that all being said, I feel like who you're dealing with definitely achieved some sort of enlightenment that maybe they did care about you, and moving forward too quickly wasn't the best idea for them in store. Okay, we got here Knight of Wands, Six of Cups, Judgment card, Three of Swords. Then we got the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So whoever you're connecting with here, Aquarius, they're taking a look and reflecting during the second half of the month of, should I ever have walked away from Aquarius, or should I have fought for them? Should I have given Aquarius more of a chance, as what I'm seeing here, you know? Judgment card, Six of Cups. Should I have given them a chance? Should I have just stayed and see if, and, you know, saw if things have worked out? And, you know, whoever you're connecting with here is kind of wondering that, well, maybe I should try to return back into Aquarian's life and ask for a second chance. That right there is Venus and Gemini. On top of it, we're going to be having a Venus retrograde up and coming pretty soon, I believe moving forward into May. So this person might actually return to you when we move forward to May. But nonetheless, whoever you're dealing with here, they're thinking about you lately and they're wondering if they made a mistake. Okay? But from what I'm seeing here, though, you're in a position right now where you're not meant to be taken granted, nor do you want to be taken for granted. And you straight up feel like this person took you for granted. The moment that they walked away from you without batting an eye kind of made you feel like, wow, then I guess I was nothing. And when you felt that, I don't think there's a bone in your body that would want this person back, or that would allow you to give this person a second chance. I think that right there is what made you feel so fucked up. And that right there is what made you feel like, wow, like that's really shady. That's really shitty. You know? So I don't feel like you're going to give this type of individual a second chance, because the moment that they walked out without batting an eye, you were like, no, that's disappointing to me, and I don't really see myself giving this individual a second chance. And you know, whoever you're dealing with over here, whether they regret it or not, whether they're thinking about you or not, I feel like whoever you're connecting with isn't coming from a genuine space, that they're coming from a space of loneliness. And that's what I think is a problem with this person. Because when I look at what's going on with these energies in front of me, whoever you're connecting with looks like they're coming from a space of being alone. That's possibly why they're thinking about you, because you were what they previously had. And currently they have nothing. So it kind of appears to me, Aquarius, that whoever you're connecting with likes to have distractions, if that's what you want to air quote it. It looks like they like to have distractions rather than true and genuine connections. And that's why this individual, that's why this individual can come across as a fuckboy or a fuckgirl, whatever, you know, gender this is you're connecting with. They can come across as somebody who has player type like of energy, because they're looking for somebody to fill a void. They're looking for somebody to distract. They're not looking for a genuine connection. And I think that that's the problem with this person. And, you know, as I said, moving forward, possibly moving into May, the individual you're connecting with may want to come back into your life and offer you love and offer you a relationship here. But I still am not sure if that's going to be coming from a genuine place either. Because I feel like who you're connecting with off the bat is in a position where they're just lonely. And they kind of need somebody to fill that void. And I don't know if you are the best person for that, especially right now. You know, Seven of Wands, you're speaking your truth. You are letting out and purging the way people have treated you. And you're not allowing people to treat you in that manner ever again. Therefore, you're really standing up for yourself here. And I feel the vibes, Aquarius, and I like it so far. I like how much you're standing in your truth, you know? Now, in regards to how you feel towards this person and what's going on with you, let's take a look there. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout April 15th to the 30th. How does Aquarius feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what's going on with Aquarius during this time? Okay, first card out, Strength card. Leo energy, so you could have Leo in your chart. We got here the High Priestess. Also, some of you Aquariuses could be an Aquarian Pisces cusp, or you could have Pisces in your chart. You got here Eight of Cups, Temperance card, Queen of Swords, Sun card, Eight of Wands, and the Hierophant card. Yeah, for sure. First things first, you got the Strength card to the High Priestess, and this is you basically being in a position where you know the truth and you know what your weaknesses are, and you're not allowing yourself to be weak any longer. So I think that your vulnerability with this person is no longer present. I don't see you being vulnerable with this individual, especially with the fact that they made you feel like they never cared. So I don't see you willing to open up to this person ever again. I feel like with the High Priestess here, the High Priestess talks about truths being revealed, and the truth that was revealed to you was this person's reaction. You felt like they never really cared. You felt like the time you spent with them was meaningless as they've moved on without, you know, a second look. And with the Strength card here, you are coming from a space where it's like, now it's time for me to be strong and, you know, really tap into my own feelings and resonate with what's best for me. And I feel like what's best for you right now is to block out this type of connection, because even if you were to give this person a second chance, even if they were coming from a genuine place, the disappointment you experienced when they just walked on is something that is going to continue to be bothersome for you. With the Temperance card here to the Eight of Cups, you've kind of took this situation for what it is, and you've allowed this person to walk away, and you've allowed yourself to walk away from them as well. With the Temperance card here, you're definitely doing your best to heal, and you're definitely doing your best to focus on your own happiness, because right now that's the most important thing to direct your energy to. So I am seeing most of you Aquarians focusing on your own happiness and being committed to yourself. But it kind of sucks when you felt like this person wasted your time. It kind of made you feel like, I don't know if I should really focus on other commitments right now to other people. Maybe I should focus on committing to myself and devoting myself to finding my own happiness. You know, there was a bit of a change in perspective here is what I feel, because this individual made you feel so uncared for, to the point where you're like, well, you know what, maybe it doesn't necessarily matter about other people caring about me, but I know that I have to care for myself. So I see a lot of you guys here taking care of yourself throughout this month, but also kind of being on the fence whether or not if you want a commitment romantically with somebody. It's kind of put you in a perspective where you're like, I don't really know if I want love with people, because when I take a look into my past, there's been plenty of people that have had plenty of disappointments, and you know, you're kind of going through all of those disappointments, and now it's time to be on top of that shit. And excuse me, with the Seven of Wands here, I think this is you being that person who's had so many built up energy of people that have hurt you, and now it's like time for you to finally release that and stand up for yourself to get what it is you want. So I think you're tired of disappointments. I think you're tired of sweet nothings. I think you're tired of people who are just giving you so many false promises. I think you're ready for the real deal. And with the Seven of Wands energy being here, this is just about you saying, it's time to take a look at my whole past, and it's time for me to release my whole past. And it's time for me to speak up for myself and speak up for what I deserve. So I will say here, Aquarius, if this person does come back around to you and they do try to contact you, you're going to let them have it. You're going to let them have it. Even if this person genuinely wants a relationship or connection with you, even if they genuinely want to be on the same page with you, you're going to let this person have it. You're going to let them know how they made you feel, because you're done holding back emotionally. I don't know what it is moving into the second half of the month, but you're very vocal about your feelings, you know? And you're making sure that they're expressed. Because the more that you repress your feelings and the more that you don't explain them, the more that people kind of overstep your boundaries and dismiss what it is you're actually feeling. And you're not allowing that to be present any longer. Okay? In regards to where energies are aligning between you and this person, let's take a look here, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout April 15th through the 30th, where energies aligning between Aquarius and this person. We got here the Lovers, we got here the Page of Pentacles, we got here the Fool card, and we got here the Star card. The feelings that you had for this person transferred straight into friend zone type of energy. It went from the Lovers to the Page of Pentacles. That is a big jump. And then ultimately it went to the Fool card. You know, this person did things that made you lose faith in them, that made you lose feelings for them. And then it got to the point where you recognize that you don't even want to be friends with them or connected to them in any sort of way. So in regards to where energies are aligning, you're completely moving forward from this person, not even keeping a friendship intact. And as for the outcome that's present, the Star card, you're starting to really take a step into your own power, a step into your element, as the Star card represents Aquarius energy. So I feel like the Star card being here is about you stepping into your element and really taking a look at what fulfills you and being vocal about what you need to fulfill you, what's going to fill your cup. And you're not going to allow anybody to take any more water from your well, any more water from your cup. You're going to make sure that you are taking care of yourself here, and you're going to be vocal about it for sure. So I like this throat chakra opening that many of you guys are experiencing, and this energy of not letting anybody overstep any sort of boundaries. I want to do, before we get to the outcome, I want to take a look at what initially made you back off from this person, okay? So clarifying the Four of Swords, what made Aquarius initially back off from this person? Boom, and we got here the Six of Wands. So whoever you're connecting with, see, that same repetitive energy is coming up. This energy of this person kind of showing that they don't really care. Like they weren't giving you, possibly the person you were dealing with may have not been giving you the time of day. They also may have been in a position where they could have been a very cocky kind of person for some. But I feel like who you're dealing with, when it came towards genuinely connecting on a deep emotional level, which Aquarians are very capable of, this person wasn't that individual who you could connect with. You kind of felt like the person you're dealing with would always steer away from deep conversation. You felt like the person you were dealing with would always steer away from getting to really know them. You know, they were the type of individual who would kind of sit on their high horse and really hide who their true identity was. So Aquarius, because you felt like you couldn't really connect any deeper with the person you were dealing with, you backed off originally. And the moment you backed off, it's like this person didn't even care. So that's kind of what made you upset, you know? That's definitely what made you upset. Because you felt not cared for. You felt like your time was wasted. And that's why now you're going to be speaking up for yourself and speaking up, letting out some steam. And not really giving a fuck because you're making your feelings a priority, whereas in the past you may not have done that. All right. As for the outcome between you and this person, let's take a look. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout April 15th through the 30th. What is the overall outcome between Aquarius and the person they're dealing with? Boom. Wheel of Fortune. You're closing that cycle. You're closing that door. And you're waiting for another door to open. Because the moment one door closes, another door opens. So with the Wheel of Fortune being here, you're done with this individual, but you're also done holding back. I feel like you are no longer making your emotional stability. I feel like you're no longer keeping that on the down low. I feel like you're making sure that you are very vocal about what you want, what you need, and what you feel, rather than keeping it to yourself. And that makes you feel stable. And I like that a lot for you guys. I definitely feel like you've been needing to speak up and purge and live in your truth for a very long time now. instead of letting other people take advantage of you. And because of this exact scenario or situation, no one will ever be taking advantage of you again, because right now you're just going to be completely prioritizing your own feelings and making sure that you're getting what it is you deserve. And if you don't deserve what you're getting, then therefore you're not going to allow yourself to be open and vulnerable and susceptible to it. You know, that's just how it goes. So Aquarian, I feel a really powerful reading here for you guys. It's coming off very powerful. It's talking about you guys being in your element, you know, being victorious in this whole situation and getting something positive out of it. Not only just healing out of it, you know, you are definitely getting a lot of healing out of this, but, you know, you're navigating yourself to future happiness here, you know? And putting yourself into a new perspective, no longer being quiet about what you feel, but being expressive about what you feel, and that's so important. So I think this is overall a really fantastic reading for you. As I did mention, moving into May, this person may try to return to you, but I see you shutting it down instantly, okay? Whether they do or don't, it doesn't really matter, because like I said, I see you shutting it down, but just be mindful of that as they may reappear. Okay, and then you may speak your truth and let them have it. Okay, but nonetheless, Aquarius, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Take care. Have an awesome, fantastic, and amazing rest of your April, and I will catch you guys in May 2020. Much love, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you later. Peace.